I'd first like to hand in just some signatures.
Georgiana, could you state your name for the record,
Oh, I'm
please?
sorry, Georgiana Woodhall, 4560 Broadway Boulevard. I'm a little disappointed because I had questions that I wanted to ask Mr. Mangini. Will he be here on Tuesday for the meeting?
I have no idea. Mr. Burke is here. You might want to ask.
Well, Mr. Burke is not Mr. Mangini, but thank you.
Better looking.
That's questionable. What I did want to say is, you know, it was mentioned that you were concerned about a challenge with this ordinance, and Mr. Mangini did make comment in the paper of, you know, a possible challenge. And I hope that you don't hold back for that reason. I see on here that there's a motion to approve or deny addendum permit IS 06137 for the use of Municipality of Monroeville roads to fibrosis and place receivers within certain road right-of-ways. I think Pennsylvania law is very clear when it comes to public roads and the use of public roads, and that's for vehicular traffic. These individuals are coming in here asking for special privilege, which they're not entitled to. And, you know, the manner in which they've gone about this, they've got their permits, they've got, you know, contracts with some property owners. This is nothing new. In my opinion, they put the cart before the horse, and I hope you don't hold back. We need this ordinance, and we need a strict ordinance. Your job is to protect the residents of Monroeville. As I said, I had a lot of questions for Mr. Mangini. But, I'm sorry, what is the attorney's name that's sitting behind us for GeoKinetic?
Oh, Burke, Mr. Burke.
Mr. Burke. Okay. I would ask the members of council between now and Tuesday, I'd like you to go online and Google Center Township, GeoKinetics versus Center Township and the Center Township Board of Supervisors. And while Mr. Burke is here, maybe he can stand up and explain to the residents of Monroeville and the people here what that was about. And I think if you read that, you're not going to worry about a challenge. So I'm going to end it here. And but before I do, I just want to mention something. I was looking through the Times Express on August the 3rd. And there was in the, since this is transactions, this is public information, you know, caught my eye. It said, Donna Lee Stowe Estate sold property at 2460 Tilbrook Road to Blueberry Acres, LLC, $255,928. So I looked it up. There's about 32 acres there. And I'm kind of familiar with that property, the way it's laid out, only because, you know, they put a Verizon tower up there. What I'd like to know is, do you know who is involved with Blueberry Acres? Anybody on council? Okay, well, I drove by there and I saw that same orange fluorescent paint painted on the road there just in the same manner that it was in front of my home right before the seismic testing. So I'd like to ask Mr. Little or someone to find out why that orange paint, that same fluorescent orange paint, is sprayed there, and is it there for seismic testing
I'll look into
purposes?
it.
If you get your contact information to Mr. Little, he can get back to you on that.
Sure.
Oh, he has
Anything
my
you have,
contact
Georgiana,
information.
give to me.
But in the meantime, like I said, I urge you to look up Center Township Board of Supervisors, you know, GeoKinetics versus. And while Mr. Burke is here, I'd like to ask him, as I said, if he could stand up and explain to the residents of Monroeville what that was all about. Bring on the challenge, is my opinion.
Any of your comments?